The main thing you want to know is that the ball flight laws tell us that the club face is most of the starting direction of the ball. So for an iron, it's 75% of the starting direction, and for a driver, it's 85%. So if you know that the club face is the starting direction, when you hit your shot, the first thing you want to pay attention to is, where did my ball start? So if it took off way to the right, then you know that when you came into impact, your club face was aimed to the right. And if it's the opposite if the ball starts to the left. So it's really important to understand this. If you're throwing a ball or shooting a basket, you learn from your throw. You know that you were throwing at that target, and if the ball went too far to the right, then you would adjust your throwing motion a little bit more to the left. The problem with that, and what happens in golf, is when people hit it to the right, they aim more left, and then they get the path moving more to the left, which actually makes the ball go more to the right. So if you took the same logic as how you learn to throw a ball, then you're going to really start to hit shots that go way to the right. You'd be better off aiming more to the right and really throwing your club even more to the right to get the ball drawing and going more to the left. So as you can see, it's really important to understand what makes the ball start in which direction, and then once you've got that down and you've got the ball starting more on line, then you can kind of work on your path. And in order to understand your path, you have to understand the curve of the ball. So first, you pay attention to which way did the ball start, and then you want to look at which way did the ball curve. So if it started on line and curved to the right, then what that means is your club face came in square to your start line, and your path was traveling a little bit left of your club face. That's going to get the ball to move slightly to the right. And then if your ball if you wanted to hit a draw, you would need to get the path moving a little bit to the right of your club face to get the ball to draw. So I think a good way for you guys to learn is I'll just hit a couple shots, talk to you about what I'm thinking after each shot and what it would tell me. So the target is this green tree right in front of me. That's my start line. So for this one, we'll try and hit just a pretty straight shot, start over that tree, and then if it's a miss, we'll kind of learn from that. Okay, so it started on line and just faded just a tiny bit. It's a pretty good shot. So I would just be pretty happy with that and try and repeat that as much as possible. But if you're the type of person who is trying to fix your slice, then you really want to pay attention to, did your ball start left and then slice, or did it start right and then slice? So if it's most likely that you're coming in with the club face too far open, and if you understand that, then you can just practice coming in slowly with your club face coming in square to your start line. Having the aim here makes it really easy to see what it's like. And what you'll probably notice, even if you go slow, is that you'll come in and you'll see that your face is aimed well to the right. So what you're going to have to do before you can do it at full speed is learn to do it in slow speed. So just even without hitting a ball, you can have a ball there. Just learn to turn back, turn through, and you want your handle slightly in front of the club head, and then try and get the club face to come in square. So this is our end goal, to control the club face at the bottom, to control the path and the club face. And the more you can do that, the better you're going to get. And if you can understand your shots, then you'll understand which way my path was moving, and if the feeling that you were creating was actually allowing you to get the path to go where you want. So if you're trying to fix that slice, it's really important to just feel, be present to your body. The arms come down the same way. When you're slicing it, you're moving this way. So you want to just go slow and feel that. Feel the difference so you can learn that this is coming back down the same way. This is moving over the top. This is dropping it inside. That way, you can go ahead and really get better from each shot. So go ahead, hit another one. Okay, so that one started left and flew straight. So what that means is my club face came in left of where I wanted the ball to start, and that my path matched the direction of the club face. So if it would have curved to the left, then that would have meant my club face, or excuse me, my club path was traveling to the right of my club face. So go ahead and hit another one. And I wouldn't be making too many adjustments from shot to shot. I'm just trying to look for an overall pattern to see what's going on in my swing. So that was pretty good there. Just a tiny little fade. So the more you can learn and understand your ball flight, the easier it is to get better. If you're just hitting shots, trying to guess what you're doing, it's really going to be tough. Trying different things all the time. So just making sure you're lined up, seeing where you want to go, getting connected to your target, and then learning from every shot that you hit. It's the best way to get better. So that was pretty good. Started on line with a tiny little draw. That's the normal shot I would hit, just a little baby draw. But I would be working on trying to hit the ball both ways, really just being inside my body, feeling what it's like to move the club path to the left and get the ball to move to the right, or to move the club path to the right and get the ball to go working to the left. The more you can understand how to work the ball, the easier it's going to be to improve your game when you're practicing. If you don't know what you're doing, it's going to be really tough. So I'll go ahead and try and hit a cut and just really feel the club traveling left of my club face. And I'll open my body. I don't want to open my body where I'm like this. I just want everything to be parallel or a little bit left of my club face. Fade to it, pretty good. Maybe started a little bit left of what I wanted, but pretty good overall. So that's all I'd be working on when I'm practicing, is really just paying attention to my ball flight, the direction the ball starts, and the way it curves. So that one I was trying to cut, and it started a little bit too far left and didn't cut enough. So the path was more matching the club face than traveling left of it. So for the next shot, if I wanted to hit more of a cut, I would just feel my body turning and getting the club traveling a little bit more this way. And since I'm aware of my line, my start line here, I know which way I have to get the club path traveling, get the ball to curve the way that I want. Alright, so a nice little fade. Hit a couple more for you guys. It's kind of a complicated thing. It took me a little while to really understand it all the way. But the main thing is just, we know our start line is the club face, and we know our club path is what curves the ball. So every shot, watch the start line and watch the curve. So a little left. So the ball, so now I'm noticing a pattern that my ball is starting a little bit too far left. And for me, that probably means that I'm letting my hands flip here a little bit instead of rotating my chest and having that feeling right here. So this one I'll just try, make sure I'm keeping the club face more square, getting the ball to start on the line that I want. So that was a lot better, started on more on the line that I want. So your swing's gonna be, you know, you're never gonna find that secret answer. It's always gonna be changing a little bit, and the way to improve that is just to understand your ball flight as much as possible, and then learn from there and create the feelings that you need to get the ball going where you want. So that was pretty good, just having that feeling where I'm keeping the club a little bit more square, kind of straighten the ball out, helping me get a little bit better. So I hope that helps you guys understand what you're doing, what you're trying to do when you're out there. It helps to have alignment sticks or an aim down. That way you know if the ball was going offline, it wasn't your alignment. You were set up good before anything started, and you learn from your shots from there. There's no doubt that it was your swing because you're set up right where you wanted. Hope that helps you guys. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. Look forward to helping you guys get better. We'll see you in the next video.